It's Lauren Ratcliffe. For those of you that don't know me, I make videos on my experiences with autism because I was diagnosed with it at a time when it was poorly understood, and that was back in 1987. And when Asperger's syndrome was introduced into diagnostic criteria, I was given that diagnosis. Most of the videos that I talk on here about my symptoms are related to my meltdowns, but this one's a little different. I want to talk about some of my autism symptoms that I had that were outside of my meltdowns. I did have a lot of sensory issues, but my sensory experiences were different than that of other people with autism. When I was really little, I had really weird phobias, and I also had texture issues. I was a really picky eater, and certain textures of foods would just make me gag. And my strange fears were a major problem throughout my toddlerhood through, I want to say, midway to the end of elementary school years. But I experienced those a lot, went through my body, and I felt like I couldn't control anything. And when I would experience it, I never told anybody what truly terrified me. It was really hard to describe it, and to make matters worse, I was worried about what people would think of me when I got older and I experienced that, because I was afraid that I would be forced to endure my fear. So here is my fears that were listed. Number 1, I was beyond terrified of the dark, and I still am. Number 2, if I felt like I saw something strange in the corner of a room, or like at night when we were driving and I was in the backseat of the car, it would feel as if something was going to jump out at me and give me eerie feelings to look at. Number 3, certain dog breeds, especially if they were big dogs. Number 4, certain pictures and home decor. Number 5, I was really spooked by the picture of a wildcat in our school gymnasium because it looked like it had scary eyes with it. And that was a problem for me all through elementary school. And occasionally I just felt the sensory fears for no rhyme or reason. And how did I feel and react when it happened? Number 1, I felt an intense urge to scream out, and I did. And when that happened, I grabbed whoever was with me. There were so many incidents like this that I couldn't describe everything. And I described a few examples of incidents in my book, Lipstick and Autism. Number 2, if I saw something, just to look at it gave me an eerie feeling as if it were a spooky object. It would feel like the same feeling that you would feel when you're watching a really scary movie like The Exorcist. Number 3, I had the feeling as if my hair were standing up on my scalp and tingling down my back when it happens, and right before I feel the urge to scream out. How did I deal with it? Number 1, as I got older, I still had those sensations to a degree, and at stressful times if I got extremely overwhelmed and panicked. And there were times where I would feel it every day, and I felt like I had to suck it up to control screaming out whenever I felt those. And it was very hard to do. It took every breath in me to control the urge to just scream out if I felt the sensory fears, or to run away from it. Number 2, Mom could usually tell if I felt fearful. Even though she and Dad disagreed with it, they removed items that spooked me if I told them about it, but otherwise I was forced to power through everything. What helped the most? 1, having something heavy and supportive against my back. And had we had weighted blankets back then, it would have tremendously helped me, because I have a weighted blanket right now in my room and I love it. Number 2, a good hot bath or shower. And number 3, there was a closet underneath our staircase in the basement, and I would go in there and play with my dolls, and that helps me out a lot. Number 4, anything relaxing like yoga and just chilling out. The other sensory issues that I had. Number 1, I was terrified to immerse my head underwater until I was almost 12. And at that point, my dad and my sister started working with me on getting over my fear of going underwater, because we got a small above ground pool outside in our backyard, and that was a godsend for me. Number 2, a strange phobia of touching a plant leaf, even though I knew that they were harmless. 3, thunderstorms and bad weather, and I'm still like that to this day. Number 4, black toilet seats. If we had to go anywhere and there was a black toilet seat, I would hold it off until I had an accident, because I just felt creeped out. And also, if someone hurt my feelings in any way, or if there were sudden unpleasant noises, like balloons popping is a good one, and I was already upset in any way, I do want to mention some of my intense sensory cravings that I had when I was younger, and some of them I still have to this day. When I was really little, I had this crazy, weird fascination with fans. I craved the sensation the way a fan felt against my face. And I had this from the time I was a toddler to my early elementary school years. And I always asked for a fan every time we would go shopping. And when I say fans, I mean like electric fans, fan blades. When I was 3, I got a Papa Smurf for Christmas. It was a little stuffed animal plush Papa Smurf. I love the Smurfs anyway, and I carry this Papa Smurf around with me everywhere, and it still sleeps with me today. I made it meow like a cat. And why did I make it meow like a cat? One of my other sensory issues was that I just had a fascination with cats in general, the way they felt up against me and the way they acted when they meowed. Number 6, I do still have a lot of the sensory seeking fulfillments that I crave when I'm upset, like gnawing on stuff and wringing my hands, and both of them have caused me quite a bit of damage. In conclusion, if your child/loved one has sensory issues with their autism, be patient with them. My suggestions include a loving push. Temple Grandin recommends that. Rest when needed. Praising and complimenting your child, but don't be too harsh on them or punish them. And communicate in autism-friendly ways. And be clear. Also, listen without being judgmental. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. And if you don't care, please, would you hit that like, share, and subscribe button, because there is a lot more to come. May God bless you and have a wonderful day. Bye.